Hey everyone! Today we're diving into one of the most mysterious places on our planet, the Bermuda Triangle. Stretching from Miami to Bermuda to Puerto Rico, this patch of the Atlantic Ocean has puzzled scientists, sailors, and pilots for decades. It's a place where ships and planes have vanished without a trace, leaving behind only questions and wild stories. For years, people have tried to make sense of these disappearances. Are they caused by dangerous natural forces, or is there something supernatural at play? Or maybe it's just fear and myth that's grown out of control. The Bermuda Triangle has inspired countless theories, some based in science, others in the unknown. But what's really going on here? Today, I'm taking you on a journey through the Triangle's most famous mysteries and mind-blowing theories. Together, we'll explore everything from aliens and time warps to terrifying waves and vanishing ships. So, buckle up and let's uncover the truth behind the world's greatest mystery. If you ask anyone about the Bermuda Triangle, there's a good chance aliens will come up in the conversation. Over the years, countless people have claimed to see strange lights darting across the sky, or even objects flying in ways no plane ever could. Some sailors and pilots have reported seeing bright, glowing discs hovering over the ocean, only to disappear at impossible speeds. One of the most famous stories comes from Christopher Columbus himself. In 1492, while sailing near the Triangle, he wrote in his journal about seeing strange lights dancing above the horizon. Fast forward to the 20th century, and we start hearing about pilots who lost radio contact just after reporting unidentified flying objects nearby. Are these just coincidences, or is something unexplainable going on in the skies above the Triangle? People who believe in the UFO theory suggest that alien visitors might be using the Bermuda Triangle as a base to study us, or even to abduct our ships and planes. Some even claim that electromagnetic energy from their crafts could be responsible for the mysterious malfunctions that seem to plague travelers in this region. Then, there are the stories from ship crews and pilots who say they've encountered bright beams of light coming up from the ocean itself. Imagine being alone on a dark sea and seeing a blinding light pierce through the waves. It's easy to see how these experiences could spark rumors of extraterrestrial involvement. Skeptics, of course, argue that these sightings are just misidentified weather phenomena or reflections on the water. But the sheer number of similar reports keeps the UFO theory alive. After all, if you saw something you couldn't explain, wouldn't you start to wonder if we're not alone? The Bermuda Triangle's reputation as a UFO hotspot only grew with the rise of movies and pop culture, painting the area as a gateway to the unknown. Whether it's science fiction or something more, the stories keep coming. Could aliens actually be behind these disappearances, or are we just letting our imaginations run wild? Either way, the next time you see lights in the sky, especially over the Bermuda Triangle, you might want to think twice before writing them off as just airplanes. Now what if the Bermuda Triangle isn't just a spot for aliens, but a doorway to another dimension? That's what some people believe, thanks to a string of chilling accounts from pilots and sailors who say they experienced time anomalies while passing through the Triangle. Let's talk about pilot Bruce Jernan, whose story is straight out of a science fiction movie. In 1970, he was flying over the Bermuda Triangle when he encountered a strange, swirling cloud formation. Suddenly, his plane was surrounded by a tunnel of clouds and his instruments started spinning out of control. When he finally exited the tunnel, he realized he had traveled 100 miles in just a few minutes, way faster than his plane could possibly fly. Did he jump through time? Other pilots have reported flying in circles, unable to find their bearings, or even seeing their clocks and instruments freeze. These time anomalies have led some theorists to suggest that the Bermuda Triangle is home to natural time warps or portals, rips in the fabric of space and time that can send travelers to different places, or even different eras. Skeptics point out that high-stress disorientation and malfunctioning equipment could explain these stories. But why do so many of these bizarre events happen in this specific part of the world? Is there something about the Triangle that makes time itself behave differently? Some scientists have speculated about powerful electromagnetic fields or underwater currents that could mess with a plane's instruments, causing pilots to lose track of time and location. Others wonder if unique weather conditions in the area could cause optical illusions or mirages in the sky, making it feel like time is standing still. Still, the time warp theory is one of the most exciting and terrifying ideas out there. Imagine flying straight into a cloud and coming out hours or even days later, with no memory of what happened. Or, What if you disappeared and reappeared years into the future? Whether you believe in time warps or not, the stories are enough to make anyone think twice before venturing into the Bermuda Triangle. The idea that this area could be a gateway to another dimension is both fascinating and deeply unsettling. What do you think? Is the triangle hiding a secret portal to another world? Switching gears to a scientific explanation, let's talk about something that's hiding deep beneath the ocean floor: methane gas. Believe it or not, the Bermuda Triangle sits on top of massive deposits of methane hydrate, a substance that can suddenly explode to the surface in the form of giant gas bubbles. When these methane bubbles rise, they can reduce the density of the water above them. If a ship happens to be floating over a methane eruption, the water beneath it can suddenly lose its buoyancy. That means the ship could sink in seconds, without warning, and without leaving any debris behind. It's like the ocean just swallowing it whole. Scientists have recreated this effect in the lab, showing how quickly and dramatically a large enough methane burst can sink a model ship. Some researchers believe that these eruptions could explain why so many vessels have disappeared without a trace in the triangle. The massive bubbles would leave no evidence, no oil slicks, and no wreckage. But what about planes? Methane gas is lighter than air, so if a large amount is released, it could rise into the atmosphere and potentially stall aircraft engines flying overhead. This could cause a plane to lose power and crash into the sea, adding to the list of unexplained disappearances. Of course, critics argue that there's no direct proof that methane eruptions are frequent enough in the triangle to account for all the missing ships and planes. But considering the geological makeup of the area, it's definitely a theory worth exploring. The ocean is still full of mysteries, and we're only beginning to understand what's happening below the surface. The methane gas theory grounds the Bermuda Triangle's legend in cold, hard science. It reminds us that sometimes the real danger is right beneath our feet, or in this case under the waves. Could invisible bubbles of gas really be responsible for the triangle's deadly reputation? Next time you're cruising through these waters, remember, it might not be aliens or time warps that get you, but something much more natural and just as terrifying. Now let's talk about something every navigator fears: losing your sense of direction. The Bermuda Triangle has a long-standing reputation for making compasses go haywire. In fact, it's one of the only places on Earth where true north and magnetic north align, which can throw off even the most experienced sailors and pilots. There are countless stories of navigators reporting that their compasses started spinning uncontrollably or pointing in the wrong direction while traveling through the triangle. In some cases, pilots have radioed in, confused and disoriented, before vanishing from radar altogether. Imagine being in the middle of the ocean and suddenly realizing your navigation tools can't be trusted. What could cause these magnetic anomalies? Some scientists suggest that the Earth's magnetic field is naturally unstable in this region due to large deposits of magnetite in the ocean's crust. Others believe that shifts in the Earth's core, or solar storms, could temporarily disrupt magnetic readings, making navigation almost impossible. But the mystery doesn't end there. Some theorists link these anomalies to stories of lost time and UFOs, suggesting that powerful unknown forces might be at work. Whether it's a natural phenomenon or something more mysterious, the effect is the same: chaos and confusion for anyone trying to pass through. Modern technology has made navigation safer, but the Bermuda Triangle still sees more incidents of compass failure than almost anywhere else. Even today, some ships and planes report strange instrument readings and sudden loss of orientation. It's enough to make even the bravest adventurer second-guess their journey. The idea that the triangle is a magnetic minefield feeds right into its legend. It's a place where the very forces that guide us can suddenly turn against us, making escape almost impossible. Is it just a quirk of geology, or is the Bermuda Triangle truly a place where the laws of nature bend? Whatever the answer, the stories of lost direction have only added to the triangle's mythic status. In a world where technology reigns supreme, the Bermuda Triangle remains a place where compasses and people can still get hopelessly lost. Finally, let's talk about the raw power of nature itself. The Bermuda Triangle sits in a part of the Atlantic known for its unpredictable and sometimes deadly weather. This area is a breeding ground for sudden storms, powerful hurricanes, and something even more terrifying: rogue waves. Meteorologists have documented how fast the weather can change here. A calm, sunny day can turn into a violent storm in minutes, catching even the most experienced captains off guard. High winds and towering waves can easily capsize a ship or knock a plane out of the sky, especially in an era before advanced forecasting and satellite communication. But the real monsters of the Bermuda Triangle are rogue waves, massive, unpredictable walls of water that can reach heights of up to 100 feet. These waves have been confirmed by scientists and are powerful enough to snap giant ships in half. If a vessel was caught in one, it could disappear in an instant, leaving no survivors and no trace. Extreme weather also means powerful currents, shifting sandbanks, and underwater whirlpools. All of these natural hazards make navigation treacherous, especially for smaller ships and older planes. Many believe that the majority of disappearances in the Triangle can be explained by these harsh, ever-changing conditions. Yet, the unpredictability of the region only adds to its mystique. How can so many ships and planes vanish in the same area, when storms and waves happen all over the world? Some say it's just bad luck, while others suspect that something else is amplifying the danger. The weather in the Bermuda Triangle serves as a powerful reminder of nature's might. It's a place where human technology is often no match for the forces of wind and water. Whether it's a sudden squall or a monstrous wave, the sea here demands respect, and sometimes, it doesn't give second chances. So, is the Bermuda Triangle just a hotspot for extreme weather, or is there something more lurking beneath the surface? Whatever the case, one thing's for sure, this is one part of the ocean you don't want to underestimate. After exploring all these wild theories, from aliens and time warps to deadly bubbles and monstrous waves, it's clear that the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. Every explanation raises more questions, and every story only adds to its legend. Despite years of research and countless investigations, we still don't have a single answer that explains it all. What do you think is really happening in the Bermuda Triangle? Have you ever experienced anything strange in this part of the world, or do you know someone who has? Drop your theories and stories in the comments below. I want to hear what you all believe. The more we share, the closer we might get to solving this mystery together. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the unknown, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more videos about the world's biggest mysteries. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Who knows what we'll uncover next? Stay curious, everyone.